Hey, what's going on everyone? My name's Altus, welcome back to the channel. I made a video about this topic yesterday, however, since then there have been some significant changes, so I wanted to make a follow-up video today to address some of the things that have happened since then. I'm just gonna get right into it, I don't want to waste any time. As you can see here, I got the Samurai page open, and it looks a lot different from yesterday. There's a lot of updates to it, and we have images of what it actually looks like. Not much has changed with Samurai, however it has been slightly nerfed. They actually nerfed the katana damage slightly. I don't think it was a lot, but they did it slightly. And the final katana M1 now has knockback, and the M2 now block breaks as intended. They also increased the progression requirements. So if you see here, you gotta use katana EXP. Sword EXP does not count. You have to actually use katana EXP. So first you gotta get the katana training passive, which will 100% be the first skill that you get. It costs 75 silver for the skill, I'm assuming. And then you buy the katana. Then you kill 2 waves of Z-screams with the katana. Then you can get the rest of the skills. You can be any alignment for Samurai. However, if you go over to the Shogun page, which is, yes, it has an ultra already. That was extremely quick. But if you go over here, you can see that you need orderly. However, it does say meditate orderly. I'm not sure if this is the case. I'll get to that later. I'm going to focus on Samurai as of now. As you can see, they've got images of what it actually looks like. This is the first attack, the triple slash, vertically slash your sword 3 times. It is not ranged like Blade Flash. It looks like it's kind of ranged, but you have to be pretty close for it to actually do anything. So basically this hits the opponent 3 times in quick succession, and it procs enchant. Then Blade Flash, this is the ranged one. It kind of hits, it doesn't show anything, but it hits them from a distance. It can execute, and it also procs enchant. Now the last skill here is Flowing Counter. It acts like the counter from Lord's Training, however, it blocks everything, including spells, but not fall damage. It used to. I think the move, like, it's infinite or something until you get hit, or it's like a time limit. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you can block spells, all attacks. This might be nerfed. It seems pretty overpowered, and it does the same thing as counter, which hits the damage back to the opponent. And then we got some combos in here. You can go through those if you want. I haven't really tried these yet, but they seem like they're pretty decent. So yes, this class has been nerfed slightly. The katana does less damage. It's not as OP as yesterday, but it's still pretty decent for a super. And with that comes its armor. I said that I didn't know if it had armor or not yesterday, but it is confirmed that it does. Here are the stats. It's times 1.4 health, times 1.4 health regen, and plus 4 speed. Yeah, so it seems to be very agile. It kind of reminds me of D-Sage, minus the climb speed and a little bit less health regen. You can see here it's got the health. It doesn't have any speed, but the health regen on it is insane. If I go back to Samurai here, you can see it's minus 0.4 health regen. It's pretty similar. I mean, the health for D-Sage is 1.3, and for Samurai, it's 1.4. So it kind of reminds me of a balanced D-Sage armor. But as you can see, this is very agile and keeping your health up oriented class. It also seems to pack a punch. They also got the katana up in here. This says Ronin. The wiki page says Shogun. I'm honestly not sure which one it's truly called, but it's either Ronin or Shogun. But they both use the katana, and the damage rating isn't completely figured out yet, but it is still pretty good. So yeah, we got the Shogun right here. It specializes in dealing rapid high damage, probing weaknesses, and avoiding damage. That's what it looks like from the armor and the katana damage scale. So how you actually obtain this class, you gotta max Samurai. Then if you're chaotic, you gotta get to orderly. I've seen conflicting arguments on here. Some people say they got it just with Tespian orderly. Some people say they got it with meditate orderly. There's not a set in stone answer. So if you're going for this, try Tespian orderly first. If that doesn't work, do like a few quests. If that still doesn't work, then get Meditate Orderly, but I doubt it needs Meditate Orderly. I think it only needs Tespian Orderly. Then you talk to the same guy that you got your samurai skills from. Or no, this is a different guy. You talk to Linari, the guy sitting in Sentinel, the fisherman guy. The first skill requires you to use flowing counter. Remember, that's this one right here that counters things. You basically just have to use that over and over and over again and land it. So it's not like training spells, you actually have to land it. You can practice this in Crypt of Kings. If you go in there and turn it on and have the Shriekers hit you, you can do that, hit them again, put it on again, whatever, stuff like that. So that'll get you a lot of that XP. The second skill requires you to use Calm Mind. So once you use Flowing Counter a lot, you can get Calm Mind, which is a passive buff, and it gives, well, it's an active ability, but it gives you passive buffs, and it gives you a speed boost and makes your player invisible to others, and it only shows where your character used to be and what actions it is taking. So you turn invisible, and you can run wherever for a certain amount of time. It shows where you last were, and every time you like pull out your sword or something, it'll show on your last location, and your last location hologram type thing will stay there until the move wears off. So people can see what you're doing, but they can't see where you are. And the third skill requires you to spam your skills until you can get it. It'll probably be ironed out more in the next couple hours, but from now, it just seems you have to spam your skills. Each skill costs 350 silver, 1050 in total, and the armor is 250, but I'm pretty sure you can get the armor as a samurai. Alright, so the abilities here, we got Calm Mind, which we just went over. Swallow Reversal. After a slight wind-up, the user flies forward, and upon coming into contact with an object or person, they do a slash that affects a large area of effect, blocking or breaking block and dealing moderate damage. So that one seems like a Abyss Walker type move. And then its passive is Faster Drawing, which allows you to use their katana faster. So really, it seems like you're gonna have to use all your super skills and then Calm Mind. Swallow Reversal seems like it could be good in certain situations, but overall, the Shogun doesn't seem to add much of anything, except for taking out your katana faster. And this one seems like it could be pretty good. I've seen it used a couple times yesterday, and I thought it was like the guy had horrible latency, but he was just using the move, and it was decent. So, I mean, honestly, the Ultra's not that good. It gives you a couple good moves, but overall, you're going to be using the super skills far more often than you are going to be using the Ultra skills. Now, its strengths are it's very fast, has more than Assassin's Armor speed, but less than Faceless. It can probably hold its own against Faceless. Faceless will slowly gain on it, but it's decently fast. It also has high damage. You can do a lot of damage in less hits than Oni or Faceless, and it's not as reliant on combos as Faceless, I don't think, since the katana itself just does a ton of damage. And then it's currently the easiest Ultra to get. It's also the second Ultra that needs XP to actually get the Ultra, and the one besides that is Candid's or Ultra Bard. Now, if you look right here, it says unaligned. That's actually not true. As I mentioned earlier, you do have to get Orderly. Not sure how much. Just get Tespian Orderly and try that. Now, its weaknesses is it has 182 health with its armor and Sigil Helm, putting it slightly above Faceless and Shinobi. However, Faceless is a little bit more mobile. You can get away from people with Calm Mind, however. So if you need to run from a fight, that's also a good option. This Ultra class is one of the few that require additional XP in order to max, and it has multiple Ultra quests, each being quite tedious, which is the XP stuff. So before we actually end, I'm just going to show you these videos. This is the counter. It's using a spell and it hits it back onto the person. Sorry for the awful quality. And then this is someone countering fall damage, though it is fixed at this point. Now, before we actually end, if you look here, I've got a comment from someone on the last video right here. Just focus on this part right here, down here. They claim that Akuma Monk hybrids won't work, which I said in the previous video. However, DK and Necro builds would probably be the best, as the Super doesn't have the increased speed of unsheathing their katana, fist combos will be really, really hard to do. So DK and Necro would probably be the best ones to do. Even a Spy could probably work because of Silver Guard, and Fall Resist. They say the best races for the hybrid and ultra are Dinakari, Navarin, Hazelden, Morvid, Zin, Construct, and Vind. So if you're gonna go hybrid, I would go with what this guy suggested: Samurai DK or Samurai Necro. If you're gonna go the ultra, that's fine too, because you get the invisible move and stuff like that. So they're both decent options. Anyway, guys, that's all for this video. I just want to make a quick update on it. If there aren't any more updates, I'll probably make videos on them too. Yeah, that's kind of all. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. If you guys have anything that you wanted to add in the comments, please feel free to, because I'm probably missing some things that people have found out that I don't know since I haven't gotten to class yet. But if you have anything that you want to add on, leave it in the comments and I'll pin it or something. But yeah, that's really all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.